Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Thursday, 24th day of July. Here we go. Today's halacha is one more about making a siyum during the 9 days so that you could eat meat. Let's say they made the siyum, they finished that masechta, they said the last few words, they said the kaddish, everybody there is eating meat, and then somebody from the intended siyum shows up, and he shows up after they read the siyum, after they said the kaddish, and everybody's in the middle of eating the meat at the Sudas mitzvah, and this poor latecomer wonders, may I join this siyum? May I eat the meat? I didn't hear one word of the siyum, but I'm at the Sudas mitzvah. Well, it seems from most of the rabbis that he probably could join the eating of the meat with the siyum, because it's not good. I mean, he should have been there for the siyum, but he is at a Sudas mitzvah. The Sudas mitzvah is serving meat, and he is a part of it. So Rabbi Eider and some other rabbis along with him say that it is okay for him to eat meat at that siyum. But I suggest you just speak to your rabbi if you think this may happen to you. It's probably going to be okay. But please double check. Now, there are some people who don't like to eat meat at a siyum during the 9 days period, and they say we just we don't want to use that heter, that legality of making the siyum and eating the meat at the siyum. We would rather just not eat meat during the 9 days at all. Is that a bad thing if people think that way? The answer is no. It's fine if they think that way. They say, I love making a siyum. I love completing tractates. I don't want to be eating meat during the 9 days. I just don't feel like it. So the halacha is that it's fine to feel that way. It's fine to do that. And what's recommended is that if you really like having meat at a siyum, you may delay the siyum until after the 9 days so that it can be celebrated with its full, the way you like it, with meat and everything. Now, let's get off this meat thing for just a second. If you're one of those people that doesn't really care whether there's meat at your siyum, and you love it if there's bread, lasagna, and whatever, you're allowed to have a siyum that's milchix. Don't get me wrong. You can go ahead and do that if you want, but for the people who enjoy a good Sudas mitzvah of meat and they want to have their siyum that way, it's okay and they don't want to eat meat during the 9 days, it's okay if they delay their siyum until after the 9 days and then celebrate it then. I did hear, I don't know if it truly exists, but I did hear that there's such a thing as a fleishik restaurant offering a free meal to anybody who makes a siyum during the 9 days at their restaurant. He makes the siyum, he eats meat, his friends join in and they all eat meat with him, they pay, but the guy who made the siyum has the free meal and everybody there eats fleishiks. And here's the catch, supposedly the restaurant would serve fleishiks the rest of the night, and even though the siyum took place at 5:30 in the evening, customers who show up at 9:30, 10, 10:30, and 11 still continue to eat meat because they're part of that Sudas mitzvah. I don't really know if that's a joke or if it really exists. Sounds very shaky to me that the people arriving hours later who have nothing to do with the siyum can still continue to eat meat based on that earlier siyum. So I don't recommend it. I don't even know if there is any restaurants that really do that. If you're thinking of it, please check with a rabbi. It does not sound so kosher to me, but who am I? So double check if you're ever going to be involved in something like that. Thanks for logging on, and log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.